Motivation comes in many different ways, but if you think that you can spend all of your days by the side of a woman with a heart of stone, best thing you can hope for is to die all alone. Because a human soul made to resist your love can leave a man wanting to be taken above. She'll have you feeling like your guts have hit the floor. You wish she'd love you, but she can't love anymore. Hey man, don't act like a fool. I know she acts really cool. Man, believe me when I say that she's just a word away from getting spurned. The woman's so attractive, but she's radioactive. Never try to hold her hand, cause then she'll touch your heart and you might get burned. I used to know the dame back when she was a kid. She fell in love with someone who then ran and hid. I saw what happens when you give someone your heart and they disappear, stealing such a vital part of who you used to be before you fell for bliss. For someone once they're gone, you're always gonna miss. Don't think that you can save her cause she just ain't there, or take a chance and see if she could even care. Hey man, don't act like a fool. I know she acts really cool. Man, believe me when I say that she's just a word away from getting spurned. The woman's so attractive, but she's radioactive. Never try to hold her hand, cause then she'll touch your heart and you might get burned. Hey girl, don't act like a fool. I know you act really cool. We both know why you can't give and why you think you should live with lessons learned. You're so radioactive, but the man's so attractive. Take some advice from a friend. If you learn to love again, you might not get burned. Does it mean to let a man love you? You can't process what that means, and so what you think to do is spin a Rolodex of men that you let into your world and say like them I'm the villain for every up and coming girl that I let into my heart as I give to them my soul. Maybe someday one of them could finally drill a hole right into my reeking guts like those men did to you. Is that why you gave me up? To feel your heart break too? Oh mom, why do you hate me? I was born the way I am. For all the pain you felt, please believe I understand that horrors lurk inside your heart. I wish they'd go away, but what is it you wish for me to learn at the end of the day? I never knew my father, and so he never told his son that someone out there cared. That's why my love is dead and done. I look up to the manly men who all drive such fancy cars. They say that sex and money can both help cover up the scars that force my ever-breaking heart to hate all women just like you. Just like you hate all of the men who look the way I do. Tell me, is that why deep down inside you want me to atone for sins my faceless father made and to find myself alone? Oh mom, why do you hate me? I was born the way I am. For all the pain you felt, please believe I understand. just don't know if I can. Through all my pain, be other than the monster that I am. Something or other, had the fucking gall to start talking crap on my mother. So I approached and with my voice all sorts of calm asked this dude exactly what the hell's going on. He says my car's got a bumper sticker he don't like, and that's a hell of a thing, cause man, I ride a bike. I asked him if there's anything he'd like to retract. He told me fuck you. That's when I dropped the axe. I popped into Cat's Dance with a loud key. I hit him with a snake fist right through the eye. So remember this, if you ever try to get snotty, I'm only 6 steps away from hitting you with karate. Karate! 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 Start up talking shit and you eat the first hit. Karate! I was chilling with some woman and I got a bit buzzed. Said something dumb, she asked what my problem was. To tell the truth, I just about had it with her. I must have muttered some kind of sexist slur. She said, hey babe, I know we can work through this. I said, says you, but baby, I'm a little bit too pissed. She asked me if I'd like to think about what I said. I said, fuck no, and she politely bowed her head. She shouted and her voice rattled off the walls. She took a horse stance and punched me in the balls. Guess I forgot my own advice about acting too haughty. That's why a badass babe whooped my ass with some karate. Karate! 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 I was talking shit and then I ate the first hit. Karate! counter between sips, I would think about what makes someone like the girl that I had seen that day. I looked out the window, the water still fell, and marching unassuming through this fluid hell was an old haggard woman just busy getting on her way. As she passed by the window, she looked into my eye. I saw the person past the bubble, saw she needed to cry. Then I thought I should invite her inside so I could get her champagne. But she carried on, walking right past me, hid her hurt behind a shield of invisibility. An act she no doubt practiced, her expression was masterfully feigned. But I saw Susan storm in the rain. If I could guess what she wanted inside, translucence by command of her brain, invisibility so she could always hide. Let me try to be clear. I'm not saying you're bad, I'm just saying maybe nobody's really good. It seems everywhere you go to follow a fad. At its core, somebody's not doing what they should. We've all heard them say, don't ever meet your idol, because behind the scenes they're dangerously unbridled. Oh, everyone's the main one in the story of their life, and somebody looks to them to make a lesser load of strife. But along the paths we take to pleasure, honor, fame, or glory, every one of us becomes the villain of another story. Let me try to be frank. I think heroes are not real, but on the other hand, I think that villains really are. It seems every time you try to help out a good deal, around the corner someone tries to break our hearts. We've all heard them say so and so wasn't all evil. They use that as a license to put poor souls through upheaval. Oh, everyone does something in the course of their whole life to let someone look up to them, to make lesser loads of strife. So along the path you take to pleasure, honor, fame, or glory, fight like those who acted like the heroes of another story. Course of their whole life to let someone look up to them, to make lesser loads of strife. So along the path you take to pleasure, honor, fame, or glory, fight like those who acted like the heroes of another story. those I wish I'd see again, of things I held with greatest pride, of secrets I should now not hide. I think of what could someday be. I've seen more sunsets than I'll see. I'll never again feel the rain. All that's left for me is pain, pain and my final breath. Drive is running out of space. My memory is out of date. I've made my last upgrade. My final program's closing. My circuitry's corroding. My screen begins to fade. Waiting for the unknown. Won't be back around. I'm lying here alone, alone at shutdown. Start to feel my evanescence, witness my own obsolescence, slowly losing sense of place. I can see no loving face. Sense of touch is finally gone. Will I see a coming dawn? A final act set to commence.